Hello class, I want to show you another Python function video. This one's rather straightforward and simple. Maybe not. You can let me know. Alright, so we have a main. You know it drops down. It sees we have a function called main. It says we have one called prompt for integer. And it sees we have another function called getLetterGrade. It comes down here, calls main. It comes back up here. We have a test score. We prompt for integer. So we send this text into this function and we hope to get out an integer. So let's go see what happens. We come down to prompt for integer. We take in the text message that is up here highlighted and we set it to -1. I ask you, is I input, the value is -1, is it less than 0? The answer is true, so we come in and we say input presenting whatever text was passed in. Whatever the user enters, we convert or attempt to convert to an integer. If it does work, the value gets put into here. We skip out of the try catch. We come up and just say put in a 95. 95 is not less than 0. We come out of the loop. We return 95. 95 comes out and is put into test 1. If I put in 95x, 95x cannot be converted to an integer. We get a value error. We pass, which means we go back up here, and then we ask them to prompt again. And we keep staying in here till you give me a number that is greater than 0 and is numeric. So we take our 95 and we pass it into the letter grade. And we come down to here. In comes the 95. We set S grade to blank and I digit to 0. We do this division. Do you remember what kind of division this is? If you said modulus, you are right on. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put in into right here, like a little chalkboard for me to work with you. I got to make it smaller. And I'm going to put in 95. Does anyone know what this code does? If you said divide by 10 and we're doing integer division and we convert it to an int, we basically divide by 10. Actually, let me do a calculator. That would actually help you understand better. So if I do 95 divided by 10, I get 9.5. Goodbye notebook or notepad. We don't need you. Okay? We get, and we convert to an int, we get the 9. We drop the 0.5. So I say if the digit, which is the whole number, if it's greater than or equal to 9, you get an A. If it equals a B, if it equals an 8, you get a B. If the digit equals a 7, you get a C. If the digit equals a D, I'm sorry, I keep saying that wrong. If the digit equals 6, you get a D, else you get an F. So it gets A, B, C, D, F based off of the whole number. So let's do another example just to make sure you understand. Someone got an 83 and we divide it by 10 and we convert it to an int, we get an 8. So it comes down and says the person's grade's a B. However, an 83 is actually a B minus. So let's go figure out how we can get the plus or minus put in. So I'm going to bring this up again. All right, so we're going to use 83 as an example. All right, what we do is we say if the grade is greater than 60, because there's no such thing as an F plus or an F minus. If the I grade is greater than 60, so 83 is greater than 60, we do modulus division. And do you remember what modulus division does? In the example of 83, it gives me the 3. Okay? It isolates this digit. So if the grade is greater than or equal to 100, or the digit is greater than or equal to 7, we tack on a plus. Else, we do the minus. But if the digit is less than or equal to 3, you get the minus or the blank. Let me do it again because I think I confused everyone. If you got 100 or greater or equal to 100, or the digit again is the point or the 3. Remember the modulus gives you 3. Is greater than or equal to 7, we put a plus onto the end of the grade. Else, if the digit is less than or equal to 3, you get the minus, else you get the blank. I thought this code's pretty cool and I wanted to share it with you. You had an assignment that could have used this code. So let's put in a 95 You can see they got an A. Let's run it again. Let's put in a 97. You can see they get an A+. Let's run it again. And they got 101. They also get an A+. And let's say they get an 83. They get a B-. And just say for some reason someone didn't do so hot and they got a 55. They got a plain old F.